Investigate. Ta-da! You thought it was time for the investigation, but the Monokuma file! Just as I thought, you amateurs need this, right? What the hell is a Monokuma file? Geez, explaining the rules all the time really breaks my bones. Well, it's not like I have bones in the first place. Like, don't even make me say such lame jokes. Shucks. Let's see. The Monokuma file contains precise and detailed information regarding the dead body. I brought it to you so you guys can smoothly proceed with the investigation. I'm such a nice guy. I'm so nice, I want to be known as the Mother Teresa of Mascot World. Nice, you said. You're just a selfish meanie. My, Monomi, the meaningless mascot. You're still here? Don't put me in the meaningless mascot genre. Come on, let's go. Your turn is already up. Hurry up and get the hell out of here with me. Ouchie, don't pull my ears. They're gonna come off. They're finally gone. The Monokuma file, huh? Anyway, I guess I should look it over just in case. Ooh, I like the digital version. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall, the old building near the Motel Miraya. I don't fucking know. The estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and abdominal regions, resulting in death. Aside from that, the body has no other external injuries, and no chemicals such as poison were detected. So he was just stabbed to death. So Byakuya is really dead. Damn it! You promised there wouldn't be no one to be the victim. Why did it end up being you? And now I'll never know what you were going to say to me. I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. It was inevitable that it would end up this way. In the end, what did he really mean? Could it be... Even so, if there really is a traitor, isn't that gosh darn awful? Pretending to be your ally and tricking you guys, it can't be helped if someone like that gets killed, right? No, I don't think so. A traitor? No way. Just because he said lots of serious things, it doesn't mean he was a traitor. What am I thinking? Monokuma file has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Anyway, we need to carefully examine everything. That's right. I need to do it. If we're gonna survive this, we need to do it. I have to prepare myself for the worst. Investigate again. Okie dokie then. Time to look at dead bodies. Under this very table, Byakuya was... dots. First, I should investigate the top of the table. Though, the only thing on top of this table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp, and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to an outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me. So, now's not the time for me to switch. I gotta do it! I let out a shout as if to encourage myself and quickly looked underneath the table. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell, like rusted iron hanging in the air. Enduring the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze toward Byakuya's body. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate fluid prodigy, he was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why? Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. Well, I'm seeing a lot of things, and I'm seeing what appears to be night vision goggles, so he was able to see the entire time through that blackout. What is this? It looks like binoculars, but why are there a pair of binoculars under the table? Hajime, those aren't binoculars. Eh? Then what are they? Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? I've seen them at the supermarket on the island. They also stock self-defense kits too. If that's the case, did the killer use the night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? I think Byakuya was the one wearing them. How did he get under the table is the real question. I think he was wearing them. So I think he was able to see during that blackout. Also, the trumpet man. Whoever recorded this in the studio, man. A bloody knife. Is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring this knife into the dining hall in the first place? Everyone was frisked. How did a knife get here? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. and all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in the delirium case. It's possible they stole the knife from the case, or they hid it somewhere hard to find. Also, there's one more thing about that knife that's strange. There's weird paint on it. There's some kind of paint that's been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? So I'm guessing it was taped underneath the table because here's more paint on this. Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? So, my theory is someone snuck a knife into this place and duct taped it under the table, painted it because they planned a blackout. The blackout was planned. It wasn't accidental. Someone planned a blackout, made sure that the paint was glowing so that way they could find the knife in the blackout. That makes the most sense. The body is collapsed face down on the table, as if it was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was, according to the Monochrome file, he was apparently stabbed between the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? Monochrome file 1 has been updated. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. There's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed, but there doesn't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. He wasn't pushed under the table, he was killed under the table. Bloodstain under the table has been added. I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. Can Makan do an autopsy?
I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. Do it somehow.
Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit?
You're right. I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is.
That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier.
I'm terribly sorry about that. For showing you something so unsightly. I mean... yeah, you made me remember it again. I made such a fool of myself in front of everyone.
Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that?
Well, I got startled by the blackout, slipped on the carpet, and once I was struggling to get back up. I'm so embarrassing. Please erase it from your memory.
Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. I'm sorry.
I can't stand it.
Embarrassing pose. What do you got to say, buddy? Hey, Hijame, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. But if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Yeah, I feel like that's what... I mean, you could really put 2 and 2 together. Well, now that you mention it, but why was Byakuya's body under the table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving this mystery. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout I couldn't see a thing. Although if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something. Are you talking about her? Ibuki. She probably can deduce what happened from hearing everyone scream and shit. Dots. Mahiro, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. One minute Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant, something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine. And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You already accepted it, haven't you? That we have to find out who the killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I only had acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive. This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it. Oh, jeez. Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all. Hey, Hajime, forget about what I just said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. Your camera. A clue? Photos. The ones I took just before the blackout, remember? Yeah, so we can deduce everyone's position, right? From before the blackout. Hey, Byakuya, everyone, come on. I gotta take a picture. Alright, say cheese. Snap. That's going in my cringe compilation. Oh, yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera, so I can show you them right now. Really? Please. Let's see. It's this photo. And this one. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but... Huh? Is something wrong? I didn't realize it until just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place from where he was the one wearing the night vision. He made it all the way across the room. That's the only option we have now. He was wearing the night vision. If he was there all the way across the room from the table that he ended up under, and there's no drag marks from someone moving him, he used the night vision goggles to get to the other side of the room. See, there's the table. The one with the lamp on it. Wasn't his body under the table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from that table. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something... Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could. Got it, then leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that's decided. You better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning on standing around? Do you understand what's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but it's good she's all fired up now, but she's totally a different person now than when she was feeling down. What about you, Gundam? Did you find your earring?
Oh, Hellhound earring! Answer my call! And is this effort futile as well?
Hey, are you still looking for your earring that you dropped?
It is not a mere earring, it is the Hellhound earring.
That's...
Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it.
Well, this is certainly random.
The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood. As he drenched, blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event. The Hellhound earring! So, I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian. I wear that earring at all times. Was that really about a freaking Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate. Where is it? Where did it disappear to?
Dots. Maybe it fell underneath the floor. The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards.
So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bubble.
Gundam laughed uproariously and walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards.
Ah, there it is! I have found it! Truly, that is the Hellhound earring! It seems God exists for my benefit!
I see. Good for you.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through the opening. Were I to use a tool, I would probably not reach it either.
Then maybe you should just give up.
Give up what? The world?
I meant give up the earring.
Fool, have you not yet realized? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge. But even with those layers, you still will not survive the winter.
Why am I being scolded?
It is foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I shall do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. Well, good luck with that. He wants the earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it'd be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation. Gaps in the floorboards. Where his body is, there's no carpet. Ah, this is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of delirium. The last time I saw it, it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What's this? The night vision. So he had it. It was him. It was his. That's the night vision goggle case, right? A hard plastic case, but it's just the case, and inside is empty. I wonder what was inside. But the only thing that really catches my attention is the small key. It must be the key to the other delirium case. The other case was in the office, and all the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to the delirium case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from the case. Nobody got their hands on the confiscated items, so we're dealing with a missing weapon. Just like the knife, we're dealing with more missing shit, probably. Which means the weapons inside the delirium case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't get it. Why did Byakuya have this delirium case in the first place? A case packed with all this security equipment. Maybe he was being extra cautious, just in case. No, that can't be right. It's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand, and because of that, he went through all the trouble to be extra careful? About the AC. Remote-controlled air conditioner. Air conditioner? Could it be what caused the blackout? Hey, all of you, why can't you act a little more like grown up? Beep, beep. What was that sound just now? Bazap. This air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner's remote control, the timer set to 11:30 p.m. I'm pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around that same time. If so, that means the mechanical sound before the blackout, it probably came from the air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. So, do you think that's what triggered the blackout? Meaning, someone intentionally set up the blackout. Now then, where else should I investigate? Hijame, a moment. What is it? When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk me out of caution. Well, you've been told that one of us is the killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're so easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a scent similar to mine. We both harbor special feelings towards Hope's Peak Academy. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, but fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat. I'm glad. I'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Are you trying to get gay with me? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree. I guess for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall, I think we should consider the whole building the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. Oh my fucking god. Why did that actually scare me? Why are you so close to me? Why? I just like caught a glimpse out of the corner of my eye and it just scared me. Apparently, a great man once said, investigation should be done on foot. So, that's why I'm using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning. Hijame, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Huh? How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hijame and I were talking pretty softly just now. Not only do I have perfect face style and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout. When the blackout happened, could you hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? La la la! I heartily eat it for breakfast. Oh, you mean like it'll be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. And fried rice isn't
That isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. Should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. And anyway, can you tell us what you heard? Leave it to me. I'm gonna take a bite out of you. If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Wait, what? Hey, hold on. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously? Let's see. First person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right. It was Mahiru. What? It's a blackout. Next was Kazuichi's voice. And then the next voice was mine. Hey, I can't see anything. It's pitch black. My future is pitch black. What a nice remark I made. It's to the point, and it has its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after another. Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Rad, don't step on my feet.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow! Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know? You guys, where are you? Was it the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded.
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighties, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me a lot of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. Hey, Nagito, say something to her. Dots. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said? Why did he say something like that? Rather than, why was he able to say that? What the hell? What's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? About that, why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care. Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that'll lead us to the truth? Then praise me! Let me bite ya! Ouch! Why are you really biting me? Whoa! I'm gonna get fucking AIDS now or something. Alrighty then. I feel like I want to check... Actually, wait. Wasn't the toilet locked? Clatter, clatter. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there. Hey! Someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out whoever was on the other side, but... Dots. There's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should just give up. I guess we should just give up for now and check on later. Oh god. Yeah, you're right. I keep burping now. Jesus. Because I think Nekumaru said the bathroom's been locked for a while. Was it ever unlocked to begin with? Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. Yeah, the other case should be here. Oh, Pekko's actually back now. The old building circuit breaker should be in the office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. Actually, before we do that, there's actually a hidden Monokuma right there. Thought you could sneak away from me, a little bitch. Nice. Okay. Is this the circuit breaker? Okay. That must be the old building circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this, but why is it so high up? It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad that I forgot about that. But, you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. So what triggered the blackout then? Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? I did it! Whoa! He's here! You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker. Ah, by the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker? Well, firstly, my eyes work really good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reached the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic. Liar! I'm serious. Want to see? Want to see a version of Monokuma that is with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagine it makes me want to puke. I can imagine it's like just his head that stretches. That'd be like hilarious. Oh, really? Such a shame. Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place. Don't start speaking in third person like Ibuki. That's Ibuki's charm. Fuck off. What the hell? So he is the one who reset the breaker. Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way he'd be able to reach that. There's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? And if they tripped it or set it to be tripped? There's another AC here. This is a remote control for the office's air conditioner. Huh? The timer set to 11:30 p.m. The same time as the other one. Wasn't the timer in the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for the same time? It can't be a coincidence, right? The delirium case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected. Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked. Byakuya had the key to this particular delirium case with me. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission? It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So, I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse. Click. See? It's open. It looks like everything he did confiscate is in there. Yeah, there's Kazuichi's wrench, all the forks and knives and the skewers and stuff. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to the case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. So, what were you doing, Peko? Kazuichi said you weren't on guard duty. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed. The circuit breaker is in the office. Naturally, I look suspicious, as I was supposed to be here. Supposed to be here? Does that mean you weren't? So I was right, you weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to be to guard the circuit breaker and the delirium case with all the weapons in it? So, where'd you run off to on your own?
Yeah.
Well, that is... Peko suddenly dropped on one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but... excuse me. Excuse me? What was that? Peko, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it'll be a tough path. With the cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Peko wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Peko as it is. What does that mean? I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something? Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is? Sonia. Do you have anything to say? There's something I want to ask you. What is it? It appears that only that wall is different color and material. Why is that? Oh, it's probably a fire door. A fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading, but by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right? I see! It's like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors? Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Fire door's been added. Terror should have been in here the whole time. Doing shit, right? What do you have to say, buddy? Hey! Oh, hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Terror? That blackout totally startled me. At first, I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light? Ha! That's possible. That gas stove needs electricity to work, so it's definitely affected by the blackout. I see, then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Terror's account has been added. Byakuya must have confiscated all the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check? Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. Who was on cleaning duty, boys? He had access to this place before the party even started. I think Nagito brought the knife. I think this fucker right here brought the knife in. If Byakuya was doing pat-downs as the party was like commencing, the person on cleaning duty had full opportunity for throughout the entire day to bring in a knife before any of that happened. And he was on cleaning duty. Think about it. Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all this stuff doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. I'm actually very skeptical of you, dude. Kitchen equipment list. Chinese, Japanese, French, Italian cuisine, fish dishes, and a big piece of meat on the bone too. Well, I guess the meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself. But maybe Akane wasn't affected because she's such a, hard eater anyway. That statement right there leads me to believe that Peko and, Nekomaru had the runs. I think the food was, too spicy or something, they had the runs. If that statement is too specific, that Akane and Peko and Nekomaru were the only ones that probably ate stuff. But I would believe Akane has built up, immune to any, spicy foods, because obviously she eats like a fucking pig. Don't say that! After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, 2 people actually tasted them? Well, it's not like I actually believe it. But if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer! He's scary when he's mad. Party dishes has been added. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagito, let's get going. Yeah, sure thing. And probably probably was when he got stabbed. He couldn't finish his sentence. This storage room is really dusty and dark. Man, my hands were full from cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay here for a long time. Dots. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here. Is that a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth. Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. This is a blood stain. Eh? A blood stain? Come here, take a look. It's too dark. I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a blood stain, which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right? If that tablecloth has a blood stain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a blood stain. So either the killer or Byakuya managed to probably make their way into the storage room, but I think Byakuya never left the dining hall. To come all this way, and yeah, he died in the dining hall. I think he stayed there the whole time, so I think this is the killer's doing. Got these irons. Are these irons? It looks like they were recently turned on, but why are these 3 irons on the ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on! It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off, but doesn't that feel kind of sinister? Sinister. I think I know how the blackout was triggered! The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me. They're probably trying to get under the floorboards, right? Hey, what are you doing? What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is a truly foolish question. We're checking to see if we can get under the floor from here. Under the floor? Why? Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How do you know I cannot recover my earring? If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it. Well, good thinking, Chiaki. I see. Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean? Come on, think about it. The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor has huge gaps between the floorboards. Then, is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor? That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if I can get under from here. Dots. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from here. Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere? No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh, right, Fuyuhiko. I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside. Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. Huh? He did? Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Hey, what are you doing here, all alone at a place like this?
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
How diligent of you.
You're not coming to the party?
Hell no, not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke.
You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here?
Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What? Do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
No, it's not like that, but...
Then leave me alone.
And then he just left.
So that happened, but why did he come here?
Dots. He probably just wants to be part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone. He's like a main character of an RPG. Have you played those before?
Huh? When do you start talking about video games?
Chiaki's account. Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him. That's a relief. I'm glad.
You keep saying you're glad, but I have no idea who the killer is.
Dots.
Well, I guess for now we should... You just gave me like that. What the fuck was that stare down? I'm scared. I feel like I'm dealing with the killer right now.
Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage.
As long as the possibility is greater than 0, that will suffice. I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
It seems he has no intention of investigating.
I'm not a small sensitivity scrub, all right?
Huh? It's locked. I guess we need to ask him for help. And so Nagito took a deep breath. Hey, Monokuma! Yay! Did you call me? Nagito, when did you train Monokuma? Hey, Monokuma, I was wondering if you could do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate. Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my after image.
Wait, what?
That was... When I get serious, my after image is unleashed. I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Though, it'd be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already. This is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial? If it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors. Vavalus! See, I unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Dots. Why does it open with a magic spell? It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see. I guess we should go inside then. Yeah, I guess you're right. Any notable things in here? See you later! Look at that! Looks like that's all 5 then, right? Or is there 6? I don't know. I thought there was like 5. There's probably 6. I'm just like smoking weed or something. Getting high over here, don't know. Envelope. What is this? To Byakuya Togami. There's an envelope on the table. This is a letter someone sent to Byakuya? There's no sender. It looks pretty suspicious. Hijame, you should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Be careful. Huh? Be careful. The first kill will happen to... Someone will definitely kill some... That's why he was all jumpity and... Huh. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. This is... It's a threat. That's why he was on edge. Is this a crime warning? No. If it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe this is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill will happen tonight because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this crazy letter. He couldn't ignore the possibility of what was happening, even if it was just a worst case scenario. Remember what Byakuya kept saying? How he wouldn't let anyone become the victim? He couldn't overlook that slim possibility just to keep his promise. Then why did he keep it secret? If he had just told us, he probably couldn't. He probably thought that was the worst case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew that what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would likely begin to doubt each other, and at that point there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about it all by himself without telling anyone? His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Dots. Anyway, whoever sent this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying? No, this could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be the killer. But still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? Then planned to manipulate Byakuya and kill him right before our eyes in that old building. Damn it! Who the hell would do that? Murder threat. Hijame, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts. Probably. Dots. Which reminds me, you asked my hero for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted her to find out where everyone was standing just before the blackout. She's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right? Dots. Sorry, that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see. I understand. Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Makan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now. I'll see you later. Dots. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. I think he's suspicious. Yeah. I got my suspicion on him. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. What the hell was that loud voice just now? Oh, hey, did you finish your shit, boy?
I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Nekumar Nadia, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore.
Losing to who?
I won't lose to anyone, not even my past self.
That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about?
Shit! What? God, I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start.
Now that you mention it, you did say something like that shortly after the party started.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all. However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all is with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind.
He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal. Oh well, best not to go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout.
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found.
That's about how
long it lasted.
What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. I think Peko was in the bathroom. I think his account is right. I think Peko had the runs too because she ate the food. I need to go talk to Makan and Ibuki. Or not Ibuki, Mahiro shit. Hey, you're here. Where did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering, I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound so sure. Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the 2 photos I took before the blackout, I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. So this is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. I made this diagram from analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance from the table. It's impossible. There's no way he'd be able to move that far during the blackout. Huh? What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? It's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp. If the cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means... So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but... I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling that it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all. It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. What about you, Makan? Did you finish your autopsy?
If you'd like, I can tell you a little about what I want to say.
Did you find anything?
I tried with reason to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body, and I discovered that there are several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe.
Hey, are you okay?
I'm sorry. Talking about it made me sad.
No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say.
I'm sorry.
Still, around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an awl. What was the one thing that was missing from the checklist? An iron skewer. I think that's what killed him. Which our theory about getting stabbed through the floorboards would be accurate. Uh-oh. Alrighty guys, it's finally time. That's right, it's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. Oop, boop, boop, boop. I'll see you soon. A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island? I think it's this way, right? And there she is, boyos. Monokuma Rock. Huh? Huh? Hey! What the heck is that mountain? Where did that get? When did that get here? Never mind that. How do they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? That story might very well be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right? Byakuya, we still need his knowledge. I can't believe he's dead. Byakuya, 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 Byakuya. Dots. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiku?
Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
Ah, I know. They probably ran away. Ah, hell nah. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here. I'm telling you, let me go. Hey, now, if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up. Hey, Fuyuhiku, what were you doing all this time? Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? You, how can you say something so irresponsible? You've been doing your best. We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive. Mahiro, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiku. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
I am right here.
He has the earring back!
Remember this well. The main character arrives when he intends to.
Huh? It seems you noticed it too. If I did, then I'm right. Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
Please, wait a second.
My, mon ami, just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. Do you actually want to join in? Do you want a taste of how powerless you are in the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought. Oh well, I'm the big brother who daunts on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation. Dots. I'll go ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance. Roar! What the? Something's shaking.
This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down.
Okay. Yep. That's normal.
Something came out.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
This is a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Mega Z is trembling with fear.
What? That's totally suspicious. Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already.
Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely. There's no way we'll find the killer.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, then I'll follow you guys. If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. So let's do our best to clear the game. Dots. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, we all were shooken tremendously and vomited on each other.
This is an elevator? I see. The entire rock is an elevator.
Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if he's gone this far to made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. Or chanting sound, I think it said. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. Or maybe it said chattering, I don't know. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. They were listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator doors slowly opened. Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a shitty looking place like this? Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole.
Boop, 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 boop. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent prodigy, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. And so, this life-threatening child billowing with hope and despair had begun. Would you like to save your progress? I guess so. And with that, I am going to end that episode there. Hope you all enjoyed the investigation, baby. And, you know, let's get prepared for the exciting first class trial of Danganronpa 2, baby. Figuring out who killed Fat Man Byakuya in the dining hall with the iron skewer at 11:30 p.m. Something like that. Is that like a good clue board game explanation? Right? Anyway, hope you all enjoyed that episode, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.